Alright, so here we are on the hold short line of runway 11 at Papa Alpha Kilo Tango. We're going to be taking off from here and flying to Papa Alpha Yankee Alpha. Estimated flight time is 2 hours. The route we're going to be taking is obviously departing Papa Alpha Kilo Tango, flying direct to Lima Victor Delta, and then direct to Sierra Sierra Romeo, and then direct to Papa Alpha Yankee Alpha. Simple flight plan. We're going to be doing it VFR, so we're going to be at lower altitude. It's going to be a little more scenic. And if you look at this display, Carenado has released, as of yesterday I believe, synthetic vision for their G1000 fleet. It's updatable and all that good stuff, and you can see they added a soft key here. It says synthetic vision. I can't turn it off. But why would we do that? There's a mountain in front of us. Interesting. I'm going to turn on heading indicators, an airport sign, which I'll turn on later to show you what that is, and a pathway. I got my flight plan already loaded in, and we are ready for takeoff as soon as I turn on strobes and landing lights and I announce takeoff. We're going to be departing to the north.
Kilo Tango, traffic, Cessna, November 329er Bravo Foxtrot, taking off, runway 11, north, departure.
We also need to increase this prop there, and we got plenty of runway. We don't need flaps. Trim does need to be set to takeoff. If I can find just the right amount of throttle here. What are these messages? Prop de-ice, starter. Alright, now that that's clear. And here we go. Just like that, we're airborne with synthetic vision. fly towards the north. Climb out in this direction here. And while we're doing that, much better. Make another left-hand turn here. That synthetic vision is so cool. We'll go up to about 5,000 feet, level off, get cruise configuration here. There's about 5,000 feet. Cruise power set, nice VFR flight with Carenado's new synthetic vision. Showcased from Carenado's own Grand Caravan. The scenery you're seeing today is from Orbx, as always. Weather comes from Rex. Weather like cloud textures, the taxiway and runway textures we saw back there also came from Rex. No active sky today. This is my own generated weather for a good VFR flight. Other than that, those are about the only add-ons. Not using active sky, as mentioned before, for this particular video, but I will be for the next. It will probably be in the Phenom 300 to get us the rest of the way into Alaska. I believe I'm going to Anchorage. And then we'll be getting into a small airplane, probably an A2A aircraft, to do some proper bush flying. Turn the yaw damper on. Calm winds today. The aircraft is flying abnormally smooth. Carenado needs to do something about the sound on this aircraft. But other than that odd noise situation we're getting there, really fun to fly. It's not so terribly slow, every flight takes forever. But as of right now, I'm flying manually. I haven't engaged autopilot, just yaw dampener. Flight director's on, but we can't turn it off. Other than that, though, no autopilot. Just an early morning Alaskan flight in what I would consider to be a perfect Alaskan aircraft. In fact, I believe they fly these out of Alaska a lot and around Alaska. Let's see what kind of other features this thing has here. What's the airport signs? Drifting a little off course here. Let's bring her back around. Yes. What's his pathway here? Seems interesting. I'm actually impressed with how well that screen refreshes with its hiccups like that right there. It doesn't do too bad for the most part. I'm curious as to know how well it's going to work with the Phenom 300. We'll fly into Alaska the rest of the way, but it's not as bad as I anticipated, let's put it that way. It's not moving map terrible. It's a lot better. I'm impressed with that. You can see the water right in front of us and everything. synthetic vision is pretty mesmerizing, actually. Let's look for something interesting on the map here. Could take the airplane up this way. We can follow this little river here. Or whatever you want to call that. I guess it wouldn't be a river since it's part of the ocean, huh? We can follow in between those two mountains, come out this way. Yeah, let's do that. Get out over this water and drop to a few thousand feet and enjoy some of the land masses. Make a nice, easy bank turn to that direction. Drop our altitude the same time. Gently drop our altitude though. In fact, if I drop back on that torque just a little bit, we won't overspeed. Level her out here. 2,000, 3,000 feet, somewhere around there. We'll fly above this water. And if we have an engine out, the water is where we're landing. Luckily, this is a brand new airplane, though. With only 3 hours on it. On, I can say most of the Carenado airplanes that I've flown, a lot of them have this little timer on them that tells you how many hours you've flown that particular airplane. In this case, obviously the Grand Caravan. But I just think it's neat sometimes to know how much of my life has disappeared from a flight sim. She's gonna overspeed. Pull back. We missed it by 1 knot. Let's do 2,000. Let's do 2,000 feet. I'm gonna zoom this bad boy in here a little bit. We're gonna go up here and hang a left. And we're gonna check out this synthetic vision while we do it. We're gonna fly over some water and enjoy some Orbx. By the way, the Orbx packs I have are Orbx Global Base, OpenLC North America, and Global Vector. I'm overspeeding. No! We're gonna rip the wings off. Let's trim this bad boy out a little bit here. Yeah, there we go. Found a little shortcut we can take. It's not really a shortcut. I did say this was a scenic flight, so we're enjoying some scenery. pull the prop RPM back to about 1500. Alright. I'll increase our torque to a cruise setting. Nice and slow. It's freaking out on me. We can kind of see some yellow markings over here. It recognized I was gonna crash. So it said something about it. Let's get back up here to 2,000 feet though. Up trim, nose up trim. Alright, we'll go up to this next water inlet right here. Follow it through and then re-intercept our flight path. Some of you that are familiar with Rex may know it has water textures as well. I'm actually using default P3D V4 water because I think it looks amazing. And it's compatible with Rex. You can see it's reflecting those clouds still. It's got pretty cheesy wave animations, but let's face it, Rex is too. At least it's an effect that aids in immersion, which is always good. No real civilization over here, is there? Not significant anyway, at least. This really is a nice plane to fly. Can hold quite a few passengers too if you want to load the airplane up. Today we're in a fairly light aircraft, so this is just you and me. And we're on our way to Alaska. Well, technically we're in Alaska. But we're like intertwined with Canada. And we don't want that. We want to be in Alaska. Pretty sweet. Should we fly up through here? Over this green? To intercept our flight path? I think we should. Let's do that. Let's do it. We're in a turboprop. If all else fails, if we need some extra climb rate, just increase the prop. I mean, you're in a jet with a propeller, for Pete's sake. No, we'll do it safely. It'll be safe. Nobody's gonna die today. See, we got some nice low terrain in front of us. We'll make it. Once we get out of this terrain and closer to the, not necessarily filed, but planned route, we will increase our altitude again back up to about 5,000 feet. And from there, we will continue. That synthetic vision is really cool. Can't believe there's not a dirt strip or anything around these parts. This is like perfect Piper Cub style territory. Especially over here. Doesn't look like there's many trees right there. An airplane would easily be able to land right there if it's as level as it looks from up here. A helicopter would definitely be able to land there. We're descending. Why is that? Alright, let's go ahead and increase our torque here. Get up out of this area. Back up to 5,000 feet we go. We'll re-intercept our flight plan and continue a cruise flight. This is actually going to conclude part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 and 3, and I'll see you guys in those videos as well. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe to the channel for more. We'll be seeing a lot more of this synthetic vision in my videos when I get the chance to upload some more.